What's up, traders? Chris Cooper here, secondsguysforex.com. So I recently got this email from a relatively newer student of mine. When I saw this email, I immediately started to think about how many times I've seen this type of email and this type of question. And it's such an important question, and it's such a revealing question that I think many of you are going to relate to this experience and realize, oh yeah, I'm doing that same thing. And it's key because I've seen not just students, I've seen non-students who are like wanting to learn how to trade, and they email me something similar to this. And it's a key hurdle that you're going to have to get past if you want to make money trading, if you want to trade successfully, if you want to see real improvement in your trading performance like my students see, you're going to have to make this shift. And it's super important because until you do, you will always be kind of stuck in first gear, so to say. You really won't be able to get out of that. And so, with that being said, I'm going to read the email, and then I'm going to kind of get into the key points here and dive into it in a way that I think will help you relate to trading differently so that you can start to make a major shift in the way you think, trade, and perform. So he says, "Hi Chris, my name is Jaskran. I live in London. I was introduced to trading by a friend who's currently in your Ichimoku course. As soon as I was introduced, I was intrigued about the Forex market and how it works. Eventually, I decided to buy your price action course. However, I am struggling. I understand all the content you are teaching, but applying that to the charts is what I struggle with." The rest of this is just some questions that really wouldn't matter to the email. So we're just going to end it there. So he says, "Thanks, Jaskara." To me, the most important part of this email is the two sentences where he says, "However, I am struggling," and then this is key. He says, "I understand all the content you are teaching, but applying that to the charts is what I struggle with." So this is kind of what I want to dive into. When somebody says, or maybe you've had this experience, where you feel like you understand the content of the course, my course, or somebody else's course, so you understand the particular method or strategy or something that you know that makes money, but applying those methods to the charts in real time is what you struggle with. So if you've had this experience, there's a reason for that, and it's a very, very specific and straightforward reason, which is that trading and making money trading, being successful at trading, has nothing to do with understanding from a conceptual perspective. What do I mean by this? You could watch a video where I talk about impulsive and corrective moves and how you can use that to interpret momentum and order flow and balance and imbalance in the markets. You could watch that video and you could intellectually and conceptually understand everything I'm saying in the video. However, intellectual understanding and conceptual understanding does not mean you can apply it to the charts in real time. Why is that? Because trading is not an endeavor that is just based upon intellectual or conceptual understanding. It's a skill-based endeavor. Knowing something conceptually doesn't mean you can actually do it. Great example of this was the first time I went snowboarding. And I don't know if I've told this story before. I think I have with my students, but so the first time I went snowboarding, you got to keep in mind I've been skiing for about 25 years, every single year, and was skiing black diamonds and double black diamonds. You know, I felt very comfortable on the mountain. I understood what an edge was and how to ride it and how to feel it, and I understood how to just be really comfortable on the mountain. So when I got my first snowboarding lesson, the instructor's kind of telling me, okay, you need to do this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get that. And they're like, you need to do this and this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get this. First, you're going to focus on this. I'm like, oh yeah, I get this. And I could get it all in my head because I had the experience in skiing, and so I was just kind of translating it over. And I was understanding everything they were saying conceptually. The moment I got on that snowboard, I was falling down left and right. I was eating shit all day. And this is very much how trading is. You could understand conceptually what you're supposed to do on the board, on the snowboard. That doesn't mean you can actually ride the snowboard. To be able to actually snowboard means that all those things that they're talking about, I'm going to need to turn those into actual skills. Now, in the case of snowboarding, it's a combination of muscle memory, it's a combination of agility and coordination. There's a lot of physical things involved. But there is also a mental component involved as well. And so with snowboarding, it's a little more straightforward because it's mostly based upon a physical form. Trading is a little different, which in the sense that you can understand conceptually all the things I'm teaching in a course, but that doesn't mean you can apply it. The ability to apply something successfully, consistently, means that it's dominantly wired into your brain. It means it's a subconscious skill. So the first time you watch one of my videos, you might be like, yes, I understand this. I understand how to find this pattern. I understand what this looks like. I understand what all this means. I get all that. But then you get to the real charts, like Joskron here is, and you can't apply it. Why is that? Because the conceptual knowledge doesn't mean it's an actual skill. It's not wired into the brain. You have to wire that into your brain. To make money trading, to trade successfully, you have to wire all the individual skills needed to make money trading into your brain. You have to do that to the point where they are dominant neural networks. They are subconscious skills, which means that you can do them relatively automatically without much conscious thinking. Very much in the same way that a good skier knows how to just find a line and plant the poles and initiate the next turn and lean into it and kind of carve the next line. A lot of that, what you see in professionals doing that, they make it look easy. They're not thinking about it. They're just doing it because it's a subconscious skill. It's so dominantly wired into the brain that the brain doesn't need to use the conscious mind's resources to actually execute that. They're able to apply exactly what they know on the mountain, just like a trader is able to make money and apply all these techniques in real time, because they're not having to use conscious resources. They're not having to think about it. They're not having to wire anything into the brain. It's already there. And so if you've ever had the experience of understanding something that you know you're supposed to be doing in trading, risking a certain amount, filling out your trading journal, doing end of week analysis, pattern recognition, how to really understand impulsive and corrective price action, and how that can give you various trading opportunities on any time frame. To be able to do that in real time means that it has to be dominantly wired into your brain. It has to be a skill. Until that happens, your ability to understand and conceptually understand or intellectually understand these things that I'm teaching doesn't make you a good trader. If it was, everybody, the first time they watch a video, the moment they understand it, they would just be great traders. There would be so many more people making money. The people who pirate courses, they've pirated probably hundreds, if not thousands of courses. Are they good traders? No. If they were, they would stop pirating. But they keep doing it. Why? Because they understand all the content, but they're not turning them into actual subconscious skills. And that takes time. That's not something that's done like overnight. That's not something that's done with a few hours. It takes weeks, maybe months. It might even take you a year or two to really wire all these skills. The core trading skills you need to make money, on how to read price action context on any instrument, on any time frame, on any environment, those take time to wire in. If you want to believe the hype, okay, you just spot a pin bar and you're finding your trend and your level and your signal, and that's all you need to do is just spot this 1 or 2 bar pattern and trade with trend and put your stop here and all this and that. If you really think that is the path to successful trading, go try that. Let me know how it works out. I haven't seen anybody make that work. There's a reason for that, because those methods don't teach you how to build core trading skills that you can use on any instrument, any time frame, any environment. It's just giving you conceptual knowledge. It's not teaching you how to actually build the skills you need to make money trading. There is a huge difference between understanding, intellectual or conceptual understanding, and actual skills. That's why you can't apply it in real time. And what happens is you're going to try, you watch the video, you're all excited. You've probably had this experience. You watch it, you're like, yes, I get this. This makes so much sense. I totally get it. I can see how this will work. This is fantastic. And you go and look at the chart and you're like, shit, how do I do that? What is it? Wait, is this an impulsive move? Does this mean it's going to continue? Wait, what? How do I trade this corrective structure? And where am I trading opportunities? And what? Can't apply it, because as you're experiencing these things in real time, what's happening is there's two things going on in your brain simultaneously. One, your subconscious mind is saying, yeah, I don't know how to, this isn't a skill. I'm brand new at this. I'm still learning this. I'm still trying to wire this in. And because it doesn't know how to do it automatically, it can't execute it. Your conscious mind is doing two things also as well. It's saying, hey, I understand this, but I really don't understand this chart right now. Why is that? Part of that is because your conscious mind is very busy in that moment. There's a lot of thinking going on. There's a lot of, is it this? Is it this? What does this mean? Is this? There's all these questions going on in your mind. I'm willing to bet you've had this experience. I'm willing to bet you've had the experience where you look at a chart and there's just so many questions going on, and you're just not sure, and it's this and that. What do I do with this? And but what does this mean? If it does this, what do you do this? Trust me, When something is a skill, those questions go away. I'm pretty sure a professional golfer doesn't have like a lot of questions. Wait, how do I hold the club? What does it mean when the course is like this? And what about the wind like this? No, no, no. They know exactly what to do. Okay, wind's like this. I need to adjust. I don't, they're not thinking, oh, I need to, how do I grip the club? They're not thinking, oh, what does it mean if I do it like this? They understand exactly everything. They have the actual skills to just know, and they have an applicable knowledge. They're like, okay, I understand what all that, I know what all this does, and I can do it. And I don't have to think about it. There aren't just hundreds of questions going on. If you are experiencing a lot of questions when you look at a chart in real time, then that means it's not subconsciously wired into your brain, and your conscious mind is not thinking and executing in a way that's going to support your trading. That's another key component, which is that you could have the subconscious skill, but if your conscious mind is not able to mentally execute because it's very busy, there's all kinds of questions, there's all these things going on, and you don't know exactly how to relate to that particular thing you need to execute, you're not going to make money trading. You're going to have very inconsistent performance. And this is key. It's super important that you make the shift from thinking that just because you understand the concepts of price action context, impulsive and corrective price action, the three pillars, just because you understand all these things conceptually doesn't mean you know how to do it in real time. When I'm looking at a chart, I'm not sitting there going, is this this? Is this? What about this? No, I mark it up. I know what I'm looking for. This is this. I know exactly, when something I'm interested in trading, when I'm not interested in trading, when the chart looks great for me to take advantage of, when it doesn't. It's just very straightforward. It wasn't always like that. My experience used to be just like yours. I used to have a ton of questions. I used to be very unsure about a lot of things. I used to have a very busy mind. That's all just gone now. When I want to make a trade, I know exactly what I need to do to execute, and I execute it. I know exactly what I'm looking for, my trade location, my stop loss, my placement, what the context looks like, what I'm looking to get out of this trade, how I want to relate to it, manage it. All that's there. I don't have to really think about it. It's a subconscious skill, and my conscious mind knows exactly how to relate to it in the moment. I know how to just execute a proper trading cycle. You, on the other hand, if you don't know how to do it, if your mind is very busy, if you have a lot of questions, if you're very unsure, then you are still at what is called the conceptual understanding phase. And you need to transition to turning that conceptual understanding into an actual skill, into an actual applicable ability, into a subconscious skill. When you start to do that, you're going to start to spot things and see things in the charts you've never done before. You're going to have a lot less questions. Your mind's going to be much more focused. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. It's just going to start coming to you very easily. That struggle you have right now won't be there. That's a very real thing. I have students who experience it. It's not just me. My students experience this all the time. And I have students every single week, every single month, sending me their MyFX book accounts, making money trading. They wouldn't be able to do this if they were just at the intellectual or conceptual understanding phase. They make money because they've turned it into a skill. They've wired it into your brain. And that's what we teach you to do. We teach you how to wire successful trading skills into your brain. We change the way you think, trade, and perform. With that being said, what did you think of this video? Have you had this experience before that John Scarano has had? Have you experienced this? Have you had similar questions? Do you still feel like it's hard to apply things in real time? Do you feel like you understand what you're supposed to do, but when it comes to really pulling the trigger, you're just not able to do it? If that's you, then come check us out at secondskiesforex.com. This is what we do. Change the way you think, trade, and perform. We teach you how to wire successful skills into your brain. Check out our advanced price action course. Check out our advanced trader's mindset course. That's what these are designed to do. If that's interesting to you, if you want to learn how to wire successful skills into your brain, if you want to learn how to really change your performance and make money trading like my other students, then check us out, secondskiesforex.com. So with that being said, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to share it with others as well. And make sure to leave a comment what you got of it. I really am listening to all the questions that my students have and people post on the YouTube and my website. I'm reading all those questions. I'm really paying attention to them. I'm really listening to you. And it's very important that I'm teaching to you, not just what I want to teach, but I'm teaching to you. That I'm teaching you things that will have a real change in your trading performance and in your life as well. So make sure to comment. So with that being said, I look forward to hearing from you. Until then, be well, good luck trading, and I'll see you in the next video.